Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. We've got the Toronto Real Estate Board statistics out for March 2022. I'm going old school today with my little whiteboard. Sorry for the lateness, it's been a week. Anyway, let's get to it. It's interesting, I find, because anecdotally what I'm seeing on the ground is only somewhat reflected in the stats. So for example, it's definitely been a shift in the market. We're seeing a lot more properties not selling, a lot of relists happening. Those aren't always reflected in the stats either. I just want you to remember this. If you have a property that is, say, listed for $999, they're expecting to get 1.3. They don't get 1.3. They take it off the market, put it back on the market at maybe 1.3, and then it sells a week later. So that will only show as a sale that's been recorded for 1 week and maybe not 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So they're a little bit skewed. Anyway, having said all of that, I definitely sense there is a little bit of a shift in terms of the amount of activity that we're seeing, things not selling as quickly as they were, and at the same time, our prices are still really good. We've had a big price increase since last year at this time, 18.5%. However, since last month, they're definitely not as much of an increase. We've gone down a little bit since January and February, so we've seen a little bit of a slide since the beginning of the year, which was so overinflated and still up from last year. So it's, you know, a little bit of good and bad news at the same time. Sales are way down. We're down 30% in terms of the amount of sales running through the property, but at the same time, listings are down too, but not as much as sales. So again, that shows you maybe the market is shifting a little bit because we've got more, listings happening than we have sales. So it's going to take a couple of months to kind of see how that washes out. So we're going to keep a close eye. So again, prices on average up 18.5%, and they were 1.3 million. When we look at that in terms of the 416 versus a 905, we had a detached average price of 1.92. That's down slightly since last month, which was over 2 million. And in the 905, 1.63. That represents a 9.5% increase over last year for the 416 and 23% for the 905. If we look at condos, $831,000 is the average price for a condo in the city. That's up 17.4% from last year, so all good news there. Condo market segment is doing well, which in my opinion is always good because condos generally are the thing that falls or rises with the market. So that's where we're at. We just have to wait and see how things go. Let's give it a couple of months of interest rate hikes and the balancing of that and the inventory influx we seem to have, not necessarily on paper, but definitely anecdotally. Let's see how that all shakes out. In the meantime, feel free to reach out anytime. We are always here. And of course, if you like this video and you want to share it with someone that you think might like it as well, we would be happy if you would do so. Have a good day. We'll see you soon.